there. I'm gonna have so many different VODs just trying to finish the frickin' news. I'm being censored by the internet as we speak. They're literally turning it off and back on and off and back on. They're trying to censor me. Stop it, Minecraft. Not right now. Maybe later. Can't believe I'm being censored by the internet. ISP censorship? Yeah, it's baloney. Alright, let's bring up this very sus picture of Decoy Voice and with this lady.
A busty blonde in blue jeans could trigger Donald Trump tier meltdowns from the left.
Oh, god damn it. Just let me watch my video.
As I honestly didn't even want to speak on it,
Jesus.
but now that Dunkin' Donuts is also capitalizing on this meltdown marketing.
Okay.
182nd ad break starting. Thank you for sticking around and supporting the channel.
Frick. Frick. Well, I guess we'll BRB. Who's George and where do they live?
Who's Grandpa?
George wants hot peppers to rub on his knee, I guess.
Oh no, are there any grown?
Yep.
There's one.
Jesus, okay, there's a pepper. Holy shit. She's broken.
Welcome to Hot Takes with Hero. Ludwig, who lost a bet with Iron Mouse, finally debuted their Vtuber model. And what did the community have to say? The community said we should gatekeep VTubing. And what I think we should do is maybe gatekeep your opinions to yourself and let others be creative instead of being an interaction farmer on Twitter. Stop it. Get some help. Pick some of
They're both right there.
Yoo-hoo.
Okay,
I
I will
have
be
one
risking
aggro,
my
though, I
life.
think.
I will run through.
Okay.
Oh, nope. They're not
Nope.
aggroed. Okay, they're back, I think. Alright,
Okay, next person, run through. No.
alright.
Not aggroed.
Nope, they're aggroed. They're aggroed. Nope, he's not aggroed.
Nope.
He's not aggroed. He's not aggroed. I'm gonna die.
Here, you want a lighter? Do you have protection?
I have a lighter.
There you go. Oh shit.
Okay, well, guess what we get to try today?
Can't freak me out. I knew that was a ghost event. Get fucking gamed on. I didn't even smudge a little bit. I shot a little bit, but that wasn't my smudge.
That wasn't my smudge.
That's...
just closed the door.
I got. I should
got
have
got.
up. I got. Yep.
I guess
Yeah,
you were
damn.
talking too much.
Yeah.
Means me. Bottom left ghost is scary. What bottom left ghost? What was you talking about? Weird. No, no, it's a necromancer. Don't worry, I'm full of
I want to comment on this and be like, I'm a bisexual white male. Are you saying I don't matter? And if they say yes, I'm just going to be like, cool. Thank you.
All right, is the internet gonna allow me to fucking finish this? We still got 50 some seconds of ads. The internet is not letting me do shit at all. Giants, congratulations on being first 2 times in a row. 2 times in 1 day. Let's hope that never happens again because the internet is censoring me. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna wake up so late tomorrow. I'm not gonna want to do jack when I wake up either. Poopy doo doo. I have dishes to do. The Visa people don't want us to know the truth. Yeah, well, 13 out of 14 of you are subscribed, so that means 13 out of 14 of you get to know the truth. And guess what, Visa? I'm gonna do it anyway. You can't stop me. You can't stop shit, Visa. All right, we're back for all the people who don't want to know the truth.
I find it hilarious that companies are turning crying into currency, as this is the
They are.
original ads that broke their brains.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney.
This Sydney Sweeney commercial is so embarrassing.
Oh, is she mad because she has blonde hair and green eyes? Is that what it is? Is that why she's mad? I don't understand why she's
You are
mad.
an embarrassment, Sydney Sweeney. Go back to school or do some
Eat my pizza, Visa. We will find the truth. Yeah.
ayahuasca or something.
I will be the friend that's too.
Oh, wait, is she mad because she has blue eyes but not blonde hair? What's going on? I don't understand.
Because there's Sydney Sweeney.
Why are they blaming the model for what the company asked her to say? Yeah, I don't know.
American Eagle ads are weird, like fascist weird, like Nazi
Whoa, 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 whoa.
propaganda weird.
The issue is it's marketing to white supremacy.
What the fuck is wrong with people? Okay, I think she's mad because she colored her hair, which probably was blonde, and now she's mad because she doesn't have blonde hair and blue eyes.
And if you're fine with that, great, you're a white supremacist.
Going off into
What?
insane theories.
I mean, it's no
They're too stupid for me to take their opinion seriously. I can't take anything they say seriously anymore.
accident that Sydney Sweeney's initials are SS.
Bro,
As
you're
even-
reaching. You're reaching so far. You're reaching so far like the Christians that think the monster logo is 666. You're reaching so far right now.
Rappers are getting into this.
Jeans are passed down
Also, too, these women are very much not the target market for American Eagle.
parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color. My genes are blue.
This sign is specifically appropriate for these people. Your fragile triggers are not everybody else's.
No way they're trying to fuck with my beloved monster. Oh, dude, that was a while ago. That was a long ass time ago. AE doesn't make clothes in their size. Yeah, I've already had a talk with you about that. I couldn't shop there because I was too tall and too large. It did become a whole meme. They were reaching. They were trying to say like each individual piece of the M was a 6 in Hebrew, and therefore it was 666. That was like people when they were saying like the 311 band was a part of the KKK because the third letter or the 11th letter of the alphabet 3 times means that you're fucking stupid and you're reaching.
Responsibility. Unless we're talking about the SIG, but that's a completely different thing. As nobody freaking out into their selfie cams.
It was some crazy satanic panic soccer mom at a convention table. Oh yeah, I remember that. I wish we could find that video. It's literally claw marks. Yeah, they don't care.
Really looks like they're
which means it's even more satanic.
Target demographic for a brand called American Eagle. But somehow these people were programmed into thinking the entirety of the internet is only here to coddle your fragile feelings. Never mind the irony of someone straightening and bleaching their hair to look like Sydney Sweeney, then weeping at the idea.
I think Sydney Sweeney is a N4Z1. So that must be a new robot from Star Wars. It's like BB-8's dumb cousin. It's the robot that wanted to be because of her initials is super wild, by the way. Yeah, that's why I can't take them seriously anymore. Like I can't do it.
Of it occurring naturally being a good thing, but I guess only certain minorities are allowed.
Oh wait, blonde hair, blue eyes are a rare combination globally. Blonde hair is 2% of the world's population, whereas blue eyes is 8 to 10% of the world's population. Overlap is much smaller. Estimates suggestions that blonde hair and blue eyes are 0.5 to 1.0% of the global population. I'm a rare Pokemon. You know what's funny, guys, is I was born Jewish, and I was actually born with blonde hair and blue eyes. I did not have them surgically altered or dyed. I'm a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jewish baby. Stop throwing shit at me. Rare Pokemon. Okay, all right, calm down. Redheads are even more rare, and even more extra ultra rare are redheads with green eyes. Okay, listen. Spotlight's on me. Redheads, not right now. I am a Jewish person with blonde hair and blue eyes. I would have survived in World War II. Unless I would have turned my head to the side and it would have saw my side profile of my Barbra Streisand ski slope of a nose. Not if they knew you were Jewish. Well, they wouldn't have known if I was Jewish if you would stop typing in capitals. Now they all know. You found the Monsters 666 video, by the way. It's so funny. I'm sorry, that video is so fucking funny. Enjoy. Isn't it so stupid? They're so dumb.
Allowed to be proud about being different. At least these ads.
I'm proud about being different.
They're working, adding $400 million to the company's value. Having every single left-wing publication giving them top-to-bottom coverage, stating that this is Nazi propaganda, an unbridled shift towards whiteness, and even Good Morning America dedicated an entire segment to it.
The blonde-haired, blue-eyed actress talks about genes as in DNA being passed down from her parents.
The play on words is being compared to Nazi propaganda with racial undertones.
Activates a troubling.
All right, does it make me the one that I don't know what she's played in ever? I don't know where she's from or what movie if she's like some famous actress, I genuinely don't know where she's from in the movie industry. I've never seen that woman in a movie in my life. If I have, I'm the idiot. Her clothes fit just fine. Yeah. Do you know what a MILF is? LMA. People were saying the jacket doesn't fit her, but it looks fine. They're probably just pointing out the photo shoot. Because in the photo shoot, it doesn't look like it does look like it's a bit small. But like in the video portion and commercial, it looks oversized.
Historical associations for this country. The American eugenics movement weaponized the idea of good genes just to justify white supremacism.
No, that's not how that one worked. That's not at all how that one worked. That's not even, the Americans didn't even come up with that idea for eugenics. I hate it here.
Despite that backlash, American Eagle stock has been soaring.
I can somewhat understand idiots online taking to social media
Eugenics war like in Star Trek? Maybe.
to cry about how an ad offended them. But when mainstream news networks parrot those same talking points, that's when you know the pipeline from outrage to income is official. As even Dunkin' Donuts is now getting in on this.
This tan? Genetics. I just got my color analysis back. Guess what? Golden summer.
Now, I originally thought dudes aren't gonna rush to social media to sob over this. I honestly believe men didn't need to see representation the same way women do, but good God was I wrong.
Bro, you sell f***ing coffee. What are you doing talking about genetics?
In this ad, he's talking about my genetics, first Sydney Sweeney, and now this.
Now, I don't know anything about this Netflix star featured in that commercial, but it seems like the general consensus from the left is that he represents
so
all
funny.
the evil MAGA classifications they love to cancel, as just like Sydney Sweeney, his ad is getting bad press. But it seems like it originates from his social media presence, as Reddit calls out his liking of Texas Governor Greg Abbott, as obviously a Republican governor is going to have conservative views. And since the guy also likes other posts from actor Dean Cain, who criticizes terrible takes around Kyle Rittenhouse, who calls out attorneys who are notoriously known for race baiting, and retweets posts from the Dilbert guy, that's apparently all the evidence they need to try to cancel some actor, as I saw some other stuff about him sleeping.
Well, then eugenics more of an in USA in the U. Oh my God, I'm getting so tired I can't read. Wasn't eugenics in the USA more of an excuse for people to judge potential partners by their looks? That, and I do believe it was like pushed more by like sperm banks as well. It was also carried over from World War II Germany.
Sleeping with Netflix extras.
Because that's who started it.
And being against the vaccines. But honestly, it all seems to be more gossip and rumors, as they not only try to police the thoughts of actors, but whoever they might affiliate with, as the woke mob always eventually comes for everybody. So it was only a matter of time before normal people pushed back. The phrase "get woke, go broke" became an economic principle, as luxury car companies like Jaguar tried to rebrand woke and crash their sales over 97%. As the internet's resident expert in ending wokeness suggests, Bud Light was the beginning of the end of this. It's just funny how far it's swung the other way now.
That's true.
As it's no longer enough to promote your brand to your target demographic, ignoring the emotionally fragile fringes of society, ad agencies can actually target these sobbing social media.
There's also a side of it that was ableist, like trying to prevent having a baby with birth defects. I can solve that problem. Don't kiss your brother or cousin. Boom, I solved it. And I don't know how it would also prevent birth defects or mental disabilities, because that can happen to anyone having any children. Ever.
Users as a form of free promotion for their products. Since
no brother or cousin, you forgot to say sister. Oh yeah. No brothers, sisters, cousins, no mothers, no fathers. Don't do it.
At this point in time, everybody can easily identify an ad on Instagram and naturally tune it out. But nothing brings your brand back into the spotlight than how much that brand offends.
Yeah, that's true. Some can be caused by like just people being stupid and drinking alcohol while they're pregnant. That as well.
The same.
That's a big cause of cerebral palsy.
People that probably hate you. As American Eagle managed to rebrand as more than a fashion choice, but a way to trigger the left, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more companies do the same. So if you want to trigger these shrieking socialists on social media, or maybe you just appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, subscribe to Decoy Voice.
Hang on, We gotta count as a viewer. Great video. All right, so we're gonna end it with the Meld discussion again. So I just want to bring this up that Meld still has 2 investors that have invested $2.5 million between them. $1.25 million between 2 investors each. And
Meld Studio
then
is
they
the
do
new
this.
streaming software on the block, and it is looking to replace OBS forever. But
It's not going to. Stop it, YouTube. Get your shit together. We're
what if I
almost
told
done.
you it wants to replace Final Cut and DaVinci Resolve as well? I did my
don't think
first
they're
stream
gonna
about
do that.
Meld almost a year ago, and honestly, the software has become a lot better. But there are a few things that are just bad. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use Meld, how to use all its snazzy features, and we are going to answer the most important question. The one thing I could not figure out. How do they think that they are going to make their business viable? Because in the end,
watch this
it
guy?
all
Yeah,
comes
Content
down
Delta,
to money. If
or
you're new
Barry
here,
Epps.
my name is Barry Epps. I'm a cryptographer
Thanks.
turned content
I was
creator and Twitch
introducing you.
partner looking to help 10,000 people
Yeah,
grow
I
their
follow
channel
this
the
guy
right
on,
way.
on
But what
Twitch as
exactly
well.
is Meld Studio? What can it do and what makes it so special? Well, let's answer that question first. Meld Studio is a new streaming software promising to be better and easier to use than OBS. And their offer is really enticing. Quick setup, easy to use, simultaneous streaming and recording, built-in multi-streaming, multiple canvases, audio mixing and filtering, and more. But can they actually provide all that for free? Let's check it out. First things first, to download...
I'll be honest, I don't think that they will be able to provide all this for free for very long. What's Meld again? Meld is the OBS alternative. So they're trying to be the new streaming software on the block and be better than OBS, where when like OBS is free, OBS is also open source. OBS has a large community that builds a ton of amazing plugins for it. I use a lot of those plugins for a lot of the redeems that you guys like to use here. And they are saying that they're going to be able to keep it free, and they also want to like kick DaVinci Resolve and a few other of the free editing softwares out too, and I don't think they're going to be able to keep all that for free. They're going to lock some of this stuff behind a paywall
Meld
soon.
Studio, you need to go to meldstudio.co and download the software using the big button right in the center. Once you've downloaded it, go ahead and install the studio, and you will be greeted by a completely blank canvas. On the left side, you will find the layers. These are like the sources in OBS, so your game, your overlay, your chat, etc.
Right.
You will also find your scenes, which are like, you know, your scenes in OBS. Sets of sources you can easily switch between. Here on the bottom, you can see the audio mixer, and on the right side is where all the magic happens. When you add a source, you will see all the settings you can apply to this source appearing there. Although you don't really need to even pay attention to that, all you need to do is click on the source and everything appears right there in the canvas. You can crop the source, use one of your presets, and if you pull one of the little pins in one of the corners, you can round the corners or pull it all the way to a circle yourself. Oh, and a little tip I will throw in right here. If you hold Alt and drag one of the corners, then you break the link between them, meaning you can edit the rounding of each corner to your liking. Adding your games has also never been easier, mostly because Meld doesn't see a difference between display, window, and game capture. When you add a display capture, you will be prompted if you want to add a whole display or just a window. Just choose your game here and you're all set up. If you want to add overlay elements from Stream Elements, Streamlabs, or Owned, for example, or you want to add your chat, add a browser source and check out the detailed information on the right side. Make sure your browser is selected.
Detailed information.
Then change the URL from the standard to the URL of whatever you are trying to add, and that's it. Similarly to OBS, you can also control the audio of your browser sources in Meld by clicking the audio tracks toggle.
That's nice. Wait, so it's just streaming version of Adobe Premiere Pro? Yeah, they're trying to be the big dog on the block. They're trying to be better than OBS. They're trying to be better than DaVinci Resolve. They're trying to be an all-in-one. That's what they're trying to be. But with two investors that invested $2.5 million, those investors are going to want a return on investment, right? And I don't see them being able to keep it free for very long, or at least some of the features that they say they're going to add later free. I feel like they're going to have a subscription-based thing, and they're going to have a lot of stuff locked behind a paywall.
There are loads more layers you can add, but most of these functions the same as in OBS. But there are two of them that are a bit weird. The first one is the duplicator. Just like the source clone plugin for OBS, this allows you to copy a source without copying all the filters and effects you have put on it. But this is also the source you can use to create a nested scene, which is when you want to use a different scene inside this scene. The second one is the replay clip source, which will grab the latest clip of your channel and, well, replays it. While I think this could be a really cool feature for a channel point redemption, there is one thing that is missing from this source to be able to do that.
Let me guess,
there is no replay once option. So it will just replay forever and ever and ever. Or at least until you turn the source off. By the way, I tested all this live and answered questions throughout over on my Twitch stream. I stream every Tuesday and Friday from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central European time, so come check it out. I'll leave a link in the description down below.
The layout is almost identical to Adobe Premiere Pro, it looks like. I wouldn't know. I don't know what Adobe
we need to
looks
set up
like.
the audio. And if there is one thing that Meld has done, which is a big improvement on OBS, it is how their audio mixer functions. To add your microphone, just click the plus in the audio mixer and set the device at the bottom of the new box to your microphone input. To add your PC sound, you do the same thing, but in the devices menu, you choose the output devices instead. But the best part is the process sources.
Interesting.
Here you can pick any application.
It's been quite a few years, but it looks very similar.
You want. Your game, Spotify, browser, Discord, you name it, and you can add it separately. That means you can completely split out your audio exactly how you want without any fuss. Okay, let's get through this.
Yeah, but it looks like
if you want to add any filters, you can do that by clicking on the plus. The filters are very limited at the moment, but I'm sure they are going to add a few more in the future. If you want to monitor your audio so you can hear it in your own headphones, you need to enable the Q button. And if you want to have the audio, for example Spotify, be heard on stream but not in the VOD, you can do that too. All you need
I don't think that's what a Q button's for,
to do is click edit and toggle exclude from Twitch VOD track. Since Meld is supposed to be
so they're doing everything, they're literally copying everything OBS
there are a
has.
lot of the usual effects that are built into the system. There are a bunch of presets which you can use to 3D transform, change the colors, get a sepia or 90s look. But the one I am most impressed by is this one. It almost convinced me that I am Leia trying to contact Obi-Wan. And if these presets are not exactly what you're looking for,
I mean, he does kind of look like Leia.
You can access all the effects separately in the second tab and make your own thing. Oh, and once you added a preset and you don't completely like how it looks, you can edit it here as well. You can even import your own effect files from the effects that are built into something like OBS shader filter plugins. And once you've built your own effect in Meld that you might want to export to share with your friends,
interesting.
Which is
I need to see him in the gold bikini to be sure.
what I would do if I had any. Anyway, then you can just click the export button, save it to your PC, and your friends can import it however they like. One of my favorite features that Meld provides natively, which in OBS you need another extension for, is a multi-canvas mode, where you have one canvas for all your horizontal streams and one canvas for all your vertical streams. This has two massive advantages. First, you can stream both horizontal and vertical at the same time, which is great for your growth. Streaming to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time doubles your reach and means that you can stream vertical to both sides as well. At least when Twitch finally releases the vertical streaming functionality. Currently, Meld Studio
they're too busy taking money from creators from day one.
Natively supports Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, allowing you to add other services to RTMP. However, there are plans to implement TikTok streaming without the use of stream keys in the future. But secondly, and
so they're going to want to fast track your stream key.
I think this is massive. When you are recording, you can choose to record your horizontal canvas, but when a clip is made, you can set it to clip your vertical canvas. That way you have shorts practically ready to post immediately. You just need to add a title card and some captions. I personally use the Atom Vertical plugin to achieve this in OBS, which is an incredibly robust solution, but because it is a plugin,
Nexus Clips, if you want to send me an email, I'm open.
OBS sometimes throws a bit of a fit. Not Atom's fault at all, but that is one.
I just realized, guys, that I'm going to have like 3 VODs to scrub through for clips tomorrow.
One of those annoyances that a built-in solution does prevent from happening. Okay, with everything set up and ready, we can finally hit that go live button.
What if I have money? I think you can use his code to get 20% off or something.
180
No, we didn't
break
mute
starting. Thank you for sticking around and supporting the channel.
No, we didn't mute it. I'd have to go to like one of his VODs where he talks about it.
Well, almost. We quickly have to set up the video settings in Meld. But these mirror OBS almost exactly. So if you want to see a full breakdown of these settings, I will leave a link to
I'm getting tired, so we're just going to push
OBS
through.
setup video in the description below. For the quick all-purpose solution, head into your settings and set your frame rate to 60 FPS. Set the hardware encoder on if you use anything except X264 encoding in OBS, and set your video bitrate to 6000 to 8000 kbps for both horizontal and vertical. Then leave your quality preset on standard unless you have a high-end graphics card, because then you can set it to high or even very high. Now in the recording settings, set the local destination to wherever you want to save your recordings, and set the video bitrate to the same you used for the stream. Set the canvas to whichever one you want to make the recording for. I suggest horizontal, and set use VOD audio.
It also looks like you can't choose your bitrate based on where you're sending it either.
On. Similarly, in the clip settings, set your clip length to 90 or 120 seconds, set the file destination, and set the canvas to vertical, at least if you want to use my recommendation. Finally, head into the transition
MKV
settings and choose whichever transition you want. If you want to use the ones that you've been seeing in this video so far, then these are the exact settings you will want to use. Okay, there's one more thing we need to do, and then the bookwork part is out of the way. Close the preferences and head to the top right. At the outputs, click the plus button and add all the platforms you want to stream to. And now you're ready to press that go live button. And normally this is where I would end the video, tell you where to go next, and that's it. But not this time. There is a massive red flag which has haunted the community for a long time that we need to talk about. Meld is a company, and companies need to make money. But Meld Studio is free, so they are currently making nothing. This was one of the big problems that I highlighted in the initial stream in September 2024, and I highlighted it again when we looked at Meld again in March 2025. After that stream, I sent a message to the CEO of Meld through Twitter and still didn't get a clear answer. This is, by the way, why I have never made a video on Meld before. If you are not paying for software and it's not open source like OBS, you are not the customer. You are the product. And I refuse to promote businesses that work like that or even highlight their products unless it is something I strongly believe in. But now we do have an answer. Courtesy of the wonderful Nutty, who you should absolutely check out if you haven't yet. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below as well. Nutty did an interview with the CEO in which the CEO clearly stated, with no doubt left for interpretation, that the streaming portion of Meld will forever be free. However, he also revealed how they do expect to monetize. And for this, they are looking to fight with two of the largest video editing softwares in the world, Final Cut and DaVinci. Let me tell you why. Normally, if you record while you are streaming, then you record your whole stream. Your game, your camera, your alerts, everything that can be seen on screen is in your video, and everything that's not on screen isn't recorded. Meld wants.
So that's why a lot of streamers will remove channel point redeems, and they won't have channel point redeems on their channel on Twitch, so that way they can make a nice clean YouTube video to work with editors. I talked with a few editors, and they said it would be hard to edit my videos because there's throws. There's tons of other redeems that pop up on screen that they can't really control or edit out. So like editing my Twitch VODs down to a YouTube video would not make sense at all. Because there could be moments where like you guys like to spam stuff while I'm like on a rant, which can cause a lot of flow options and like kill the flow of a VOD. And it makes it hard to edit it out and splice it all together. So that's why I just let you guys have your fun with your channel points, and I just make the streams happen, and I just stream them right to the red team. So that way if people want to go watch the VOD later, they can go watch the VOD later. Which is perfectly fine. It lets you guys have your fun, and the VOD is still up on YouTube for later.
Wants to offer you a better solution. What if you are able to record your stream the way you normally would, but instead of it all being baked into one thing, you get a stream of each of your sources and the sound associated to those sources separately. You get a stream for your camera, your game, your alerts, your effects, all separated. And then once everything's recorded and your stream is over, that is where you can choose exactly what you want to cut out, resize the sources, or if you forgot to show a source, add that back into the recording, even if it wasn't visible on your stream. That means you can stream, record, and then edit the video all in the same software, add or remove effects, change the...
I don't think it would be that confusing. I think it would just be like any other editing software or like free editor out there. I think DaVinci Resolve is much more confusing, but I think what they're going to do with that is they're definitely going to lock that behind a paywall.
To composition entirely and export the video ready to put on other platforms. This is what Meld wants to provide for streamers, and it could be an incredible addition to the current space for the right people. Who the right people are for this, I am not sure yet, because I don't think new or beginning streamers really care about this. And pro streamers have editors that edit their streams for them. But hey, I'm sure there is a niche in there somewhere. That feature will be locked behind a subscription model, however, and that is how they want to make their money. But which software should you be using right now?
There's no way I can manage multiple tracks after they've been recorded separately. There is. It would all be listed out for you.
Now, Meld?
It's pretty self-explanatory because it would all be labeled and it will be listed, and you can turn on and off whatever you would want.
Or OBS. Well, Meld clearly has some things going for it. It is easy to learn and quick to use for your daily streaming needs. Everything is contained in one piece of software with no plugins needed, so you will never run into compatibility issues or version mismatches. And something I am sure you will be interested to hear, if you were to add all the functionality of Meld into OBS through plugins, the load on your CPU and GPU would be higher than Meld Studios is. However, if you're just using vanilla OBS or a few plugins to suit your needs, then OBS is slightly more efficient, but only slightly.
Much more
but
efficient.
What about the reasons to avoid Meld Studio? And there are many, according to people. For one, it is not open source. It's proprietary software with proprietary parts, and if the company or investors decide to change things in Meld or regarding monetization, then you can't do anything about it. With OBS, everything is open source. So even if they went proprietary now, there will be someone who will make a free version that you could use forever as a new branch. And this also ties in with the next thing. Meld currently has all the features you need. But what if it doesn't have a feature you want? Well, with OBS, there are usually plugins for that, or you could make one yourself. These plugins are all available for free and easy to install through the OBS forums. For Meld, that is not the case. Currently, there are no plugins for Meld, and so far anyone that wanted to design a plugin did not get access to a developer version of Meld to do so. Which means, while they are open to plugins, there is still quite a lack of interest from developers and a lack of support from the company. Lastly, there are some features in OBS, either through plugins or natively, that have not been developed yet, and it is unsure when they will come to Meld anytime soon. For example, the studio mode functionality, but also NDI connections for wireless transmission of video and audio. That's not in Meld yet either, and it is a very popular protocol to use when you are using a streaming PC and a gaming PC at the same time.
I don't want to get into it, but I've tried multiple video editing softwares over the years and seen a lot of YT videos, and I still can't figure out how to do video editing. Yeah, don't worry, I don't know how to do that either. I was considering Nexus to do it for me. Nexus Clips is super easy to use. It's so easy to use.
And if you'd like to know what plugins you can use in OBS to get a lot of the...
That's more for clipping, though. That's not for, like, creating a 30-minute YouTube video.
Functions that I really love Meld has integrated, then check out the video right here. And as always, stream better, stream smart.
Stream smart. Yeah. We know. Yeah, if you go to Content Delta, I did put the video in the Discord, but if you go check out his channel, he has a few videos where he talks about Nexus Clips being a sponsor. For sure. For sure. All right, gamers. We did it. We made it. We made it through. We made it through the internet dying 2 times. Let's see who's online. Red team, green team. Bye-bye. Good night.